Good Saturday morning, November 1st, everybody. It's been a while since I've done a Jeep Thoughts, so here we go. And today I'm going to expand on something that Tennyson Stead said in his video about people telling you, well, it's not like you're curing cancer. Technically true. We aren't curing cancer. As writers, as filmmakers, as creatives. Here's the thing, though, and this is something I ask anybody who gives me that line or anything similar to it, like, oh, when are you going to get a real job? So first of all, I have finished an entire career in the military. So as far as a real job goes, I think I've had one of the realest jobs there is. I don't think I can get any more real job than that. Second of all, when somebody says something like that to me, I immediately ask them, well, let me ask you this. What sorts of movies and television shows and media do you consume? And invariably, they will tell me something, and it doesn't matter what it is. It can be anything from a web series to a television series to their favorite films. And at that point, I have to point out to them that none of that stuff just magically appears on their phone or their tablet or their television screen. Like, work goes into those things. Work from lots of different people. I'm sorry, this is a little breezy today. But work from a lot of different people goes into those. And that's something that you have to understand. Really, the only media I would have to say that actually involves one person and one person alone would be social media influencers. So your Instagram influencers, TikTok, etc. But then they're not even really alone either, because all of the equipment that they use, whether it be just their cell phone camera like I'm using right now, a ring light, any kind of microphone, all of those pieces of equipment are manufactured somewhere, or those manufacturing companies provide jobs. They provide jobs to the actual people working the production line. They provide jobs to the designers that create the material, the equipment. They provide jobs to the people that are soldering the components together on the assembly line. None of these quote-unquote not real jobs are actually not real jobs. They are real jobs. They provide a service. They entertain you, and at the same time, with the equipment that they have to use, they produce jobs for people that make that equipment. A lot of people lose sight of that fact, and I need people to realize that it's not all completely in a vacuum, And again, and going back to, well, what shows do you watch? Well, do you realize that without all these people working on that show, or that movie, or that web series, you have no entertainment. You have no media to consume. But all of the entertainment that everybody consumes that has a real job would not exist. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. They don't recognize that just because they don't see how it's created, they think it just magically appears. That no work goes into it whatsoever. The fact of the case is that a lot of work goes into that. I'm done. Y'all carry on smartly. Bye.